Hello guys, I just wanted to do a quick layout with you, kind of a process video of this particular cut above layout. This is for January, and as you can see, it came with 2 pages, double page layouts. This is the one that I'm going to be working on today. I do not have a New Beginnings house layout, but I did have some pictures that I wanted to use up from my daughter's last day of school. So there's a few things that I've done. I've already stamped on this outer page, and I actually decided I don't like that. So I'm going to switch that up a little. These are the pieces that were pre-prepared or pre-cut. I have stamped 2022 on this particular little flags. And then I've got some other little pieces here. This is the New Beginnings tag. This page was originally designed to go with the colored edges on the outsides. I have turned mine, and I've added some little stamped dots to the outer edges just to give it some more oomph. I've also inked the edges of my stars. The stars, these ones here, you can see there's some gold glitter on them because they were actually stickers. They came on with this piece, which this is the only thing in the kit that I am not going to use. It's a little stickered border, and I just couldn't find a place to put it. So, but I did take the stickers and I have dipped them in gold embossing powder, and I have embossed those on the back side. So now my stars that were originally stickers are now gold stars to go with my layout. So what I have done is I'll take these pieces off here for you. And what I've done is, like I said, this was designed to go this way. I didn't like it that way, and there's going to be a reason for that. So what I did is I have 4 photos, which I've already matted. This one I put on a little clipboard. This was a die cut from another company that I had laying around. These were 4 photos I had from my daughter's last day of school. This was her teacher. This is a crossing guard, which is a good friend of mine. The picture of her from her last day of school and some of her buddies that she had. So because this was a last day of school page, I wanted to also incorporate some school paper. So I took a chunk of an old piece of school paper. I've backed it in black here, and I'm going to attach that to the bottom just to give that page a little bit more interest. I've done the same thing with another scrap piece, backed it in black, and I'm going to add that underneath this just to kind of give that school feel. Now, like I said, I did go ahead and already stamp on there, and I did not like the way that turned out with the shading. So I went ahead and cut another piece to put there over the top of that, just because I liked the cleaner look of that. I also took the photo mat that came in with the kit. It is the sage color, and I cut a tag out of it. So this is my tag that I created. I took another piece of that school paper. I layered it with one of the stamps that said last day of school. I used a couple more of those little tags that were in the kit, and I added those to that tag. So this is going to become my title, and that's going to sit down right at the top of this page here. So once I've got those, I took my New Beginnings, and because I did not need that particular title, I flipped it over and I stamped Friends on it. So now I can put that Friends title in there with the girls. And what I also did is I took this little scalloped edge, and I had done a couple different things trying to figure out my first grade. But I think I'm actually going to put that behind there just to give that little bit more of a yellow pop. And then this was also a little piece that was in there. It says last day of first grade. It basically repeats everything that's on the little sign she's holding, but because the sign is so dark, you can't read it. So I figured that was a good way to kind of bring out the details in that sign that did not show up. I'm going to put the year on there. So I put my 2022 in my little tags here. And those will go down right there just for a date. And then I've got my stars. So I'm going to add those to my page in a couple of different clusters here. And I've got several of them, so shouldn't be too bad to just throw some on there. And I might actually pop those up with some dimensionals, give them a little bit more of a footprint. And like so. So there's my page. I've pretty much done that. Now the other few things is this was a little scalloped edge. I don't think I'm going to use this one either. So this is going to go on the side with my stickers that I did not use. And then I had these little file tabs. Since it was a school page, I figured those were appropriate. I'm actually going to write in white gel pen the names of the 2 teachers that she posed with. And I'm just going to tuck those along the side so that it identifies who's in the photo. And then I brought in some acrylic heart accents that came from another kit. These were leftover pieces. Might actually mirror that little thing. Throw that on with my heart or my stars, and maybe up there. So there you go. We have completed a back to school page fairly quickly with a pre-made kit that had nothing to do with school. So again, it looked like this with the original pieces. Doesn't look bad, but I've dressed it up a little bit, added some yellow and some red for the color pops because it was a fairly neutral tone. And I've got a pretty good last day of school page. And I've got plenty of room to journal above the pictures if I need to, with a little bit of extra information. So just wanted to throw that out there so that you can see how I come up with some stuff. Thanks, guys.